Ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between, welcome back to Thursday Night Ultralight Pro Wrestling. I'm your host, aaroncantmosh, and of course, I am actually joined by, this week, Crazy Joe. How are we doing tonight?
What is up? I figured out the border patrol issues from last week, whatever, so I'm in the building tonight, Aaron, and I'm ready for some UPW action.
Starting things off here tonight, we have the first of two semi-final matches in the Global Gold Rush Tournament. Mia Yim goes against Billie Starkz.
Oh man, what a matchup that's gonna be. And then another semi-final in the Global Rush Tournament. It is gonna be Dakota Kai versus Candice LeRae.
And a match 20 years in the making. AJ Styles versus Paul London, running back for the first time since 2003. And in the main event of the evening, it is Willow, Nightingale, Kris Statlander versus Stephanie Vaquer and a partner of her choosing.
I wonder who she's gonna pick, Aaron. I mean, it could be anybody from this talented women's roster we have. It could be the woman that's coming out right now.
That's very possible. Mia Yim could pull double duty tonight. Right here, right now, she's scheduled officially for this semi-finals match. And the winner of this match will move on to next week for the Global Gold Rush Finals. Will it be Mia Yim or Billie Starkz next week in that position? We shall find out right here, right now.
Oh man, I think someone should put it on a t-shirt at this point. These two women are very hard-hitting, and that's exactly the type of matchup we are about to get here tonight.
I agree, someone should put that on a t-shirt. SOCG.shout.com. Mia Yim is here to advance in the Global Gold Rush Tournament. A couple weeks ago, she did defeat Kairi Sane in her UPW debut. However, tonight she has to get through someone who has built quite a head of steam, quite a momentum train, if you will. Billie Starkz, a day one here in UPW. She was on the very first episode of Ultralight Pro Wrestling, trying to win the very same championship she is going for here tonight, the Global Championship. Can she finally do it? Well, I mean, she can't do it quite tonight. She's got to, win tonight and then win tomorrow, or next week, excuse me.
Yeah, imagine if we had back-to-back UPW episodes. I feel like you'd be very sleep-deprived.
My voice would not last more than a week. Here we go. Whoa, Mia Yim out of the gate with a big Hurricane Rana.
And now, an up kick from Billie Starkz there.
Oh, quick roll up.
Into a cover.
No. Mia Yim in the ropes. And these are going to lock up. Now, Mia Yim has quite a bit more experience over Billie Starkz. We've mentioned before, Billie Starkz is, is she legally allowed to drink in the States? That's a real question. I have no idea.
I am not sure. Let me do some research real quick on my side computer here.
All right, sounds good. Billie Starkz, very young, both in her career and also in life. But maybe that youth and that rubberness to a young body. You know how it is when you're younger. You can kind of do whatever you want. You're fine. And as you get older, you very quickly find out you cannot do that.
My very deep research, aka one Google search, has came to me to see that she is not of the legal drinking age in America.
Oh man. Well, luckily we're in Canada, so if she wins here tonight, she can celebrate with a quick brewski.
Oh,
quick
yeah.
roll up. And able to kick out.
And so can I here, legally. We're the same age.
Yeah. Oh shit. Damn. What the hell?
Yep. And this is what I'm doing with my life. Headlock right here from Meechin. Throw it off the ropes. Billie Starkz with the drop kick.
Big drop kick from Billie Starkz. Now going off the ropes again. Penalty kick right to the face of Mia Yim. Talked about hard-hitting earlier, Joe.
God.
That is hard-hitting right there.
Brutal. That's a good way to knock the nose off your face. Big cross body right there. May have just scraped the top of her head, but took her down. But that big girl senton's gonna do the trick for her into the cover. One, and a kick out.
Mia Yim able to kick out at just one there. But Mia Yim did defeat Kairi Sane, as I mentioned earlier, in her UPW debut. Definitely, camera getting in the way of the
Oh, man.
Definitely not something to sleep on. Oh my God, Dragon Suplex.
Spiking her right on the top of her head right there. She is getting absolutely manhandled. Should I say woman-handled by Billie Starkz.
Good God, she's getting dropped on her head. You can beat Kairi Sane. You can beat one of the most decorated people on this entire roster all you want, but when you're getting dropped on your head and powerbombed onto the floor. Oh God, not again. Okay.
The strategy is very crystal clear, it seems, from Billie Starkz. Attack the neck and don't look back.
Well, Mia Yim should be taking her own advice. Protect your neck. As Billie Starkz fights out of the grasp of Mia Yim there. Wu-Tang indeed. Uh-oh. Oh God.
Oh shit.
Whoa. Code Red on the floor. Oh my God. A little shouts out to Amazing Red right there. Good God.
Maybe even a stab at her former not-so-friend, Roxanne Perez.
Well, absolutely. You got to think Roxanne Perez has been backstage watching all these matches, fuming that she did not make it very far in this tournament, and that's because of Billie Starkz. Knocked her out in the first round. Backdrop driver from Mia Yim.
And now Mia Yim maybe trying to give her a little taste of her own medicine with that backdrop driver. You know, but both these women, I guess you could call them headhunters. It's a lot of offense that's directed straight towards that facial area.
Oh yeah. And another one, dropping her on her head again. A lot of sheer drops in this match. And now big lariat in the corner from Yim. Springboards off the bottom rope. Satellite DDT.
Nicely done there from Mia Yim. And
Starkz, oh my God, big super kick. And Yim now throwing Starkz off the ropes. Drop down. Leapfrog, turns around into a belly-to-belly suplex, overhead style. Beautiful by Mia Yim.
Yeah, beautiful technique on there. Kurt Angle is somewhere smiling, definitely in the backstage while he's doing some training montages with Chad Gable.
oh my God, protect your neck!
Protect your
right
neck!
there!
Into the cover! Two! Oh.
Billie Starkz saying that her neck is made out of rubber. But now Mia Yim waiting for Starkz to get to her feet. 8 defeat!
Oh man, into the cover! This could be it for Mia Yim! No, Billie Starkz with the kick out at 2.
Mia Yim so close, yet so far from that finals position in this tournament. And for the right hand, Starkz able to block it. Now Starkz got the leg caught. Yim with a big power bomb. Holy shit. This muscles her up and Starkz getting right back to her feet. A big lariat now.
The pure adrenaline is taking over from the young Billie Starkz with the Jeff Hardy leg drop into the drop kick. North Carolina, shout out to you.
Quick cover from Billie Starkz. Just a 2 count. Yim able to kick out at 2. Now Starkz picking Yim back up to her feet. Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Diamond Clash. Cover on Mia Yim's got dropped on her face.
Oh, and a kick out. Mia Yim staying resilient, but so is Billie Starkz. Oh, but this could be what takes her lights out. Can she hold on with the Dragon Sleeper applied? Mia Yim, oh, Billie Starkz letting go, realizing that may have not been enough. And now what is she looking for?
Sending Yim off the ropes. Snap German suplex.
With the bridge. That's it!
Billie Starkz advances to the finals of the Global Gold Rush Tournament.
Just one too many drops on her head and neck area, and Billie Starkz is able to take the win.
What a huge win for the young Billie Starkz for space. Jesus. Billie Starkz will meet either Dakota Kai or Candice LeRae in the finals next week right here on UPW TV. You heard it, folks. The challenges have been made from both the Motor City Machine Guns and Javon Evans. But right now, we're going to find out who faces Billie Starkz next week in the Global Gold Rush Tournament. It will either be this woman right here, Dakota Kai, or her opponent here tonight, Candice LeRae.
Both of these women are very high caliber opponents. It's gonna be interesting to see who comes out the winner of this. You know, both these women, as the last matchup, as is Billie Starkz, is very, and say it with me, Aaron, hard hitting. Of course, Dakota Kai, the leader of Team Kick, which is kind of now went from an actual team to basically her entire fan base. But this woman is a legend in her own right.
Candice LeRae, one of the most important women of this generation. Can Dakota Kai get through the legend that is Candice LeRae here tonight? We saw last week Candice LeRae defeated Lyra Valkyria in a first-round match with a slight help, unintentional help, from Tatum Paxley. But, you know, interference or not, a win is still a win, and Candice LeRae made it here tonight to face Dakota Kai, an old friend of hers. And also, I don't know why I grouped these two together. These two were also both part of the same WWE 2K19 DLC pack. I don't know why that just came to me right now.
Oh wow,
but these two were the same DLC packs. That's why I kind of lumped them together like that.
And Candice LeRae, I call her a legend because frankly, that's what she is. She is criminally underrated when it comes to the wrestling landscape today. She did so much for so much of the upcoming wrestlers that you see on TV.
Kai with a quick roll-up. Oh my god! If that was it right there, I would have lost it.
I would have too, especially since I'm hyping her up. It would have been the ultimate curse.
That would have been really bad. Dakota Kai though, with the offense, stumping with the arm of Candice LeRae. And Dakota waiting for Candice to get back up. Oh no, Dakota on the apron now, going to the top rope. LeRae went for right hand. Dakota went for a drop kick, whiffed it, went a little over the head of Candice LeRae. Now Candice gonna bring Dakota to the corner.
Now Candice coming into this matchup, only slightly more the veteran in this matchup, which is a little hard to believe. But on paper, you would think that she is by far the veteran in this matchup. However, Dakota Kai has been wrestling for a lot longer than she's been in the limelight. She's just been seeping and waiting for her real moment to shine, and this tournament could prove to be just that for her.
Yeah, Dakota Kai said on one of the earliest episodes of UPW that her dream ever since she was a little girl was to become a champion, and Dakota Kai notoriously has not really had much of a shot in singles competition in any company she's been in. So could she become the global champion come UPW New Vision September 27th?
I mean, yeah, whether it was whether it was questionable booking decisions by names that shall not be named on this program, Triple H, and unfortunate injuries at unfortunate timing, she hasn't really gotten a chance on the big stage to shine in a singles light. She has in a tag team light, but so has Candice LeRae in that aspect. So these are two women very capable in singles competition who just haven't really been able to prove themselves.
Yeah, the fact that Candice LeRae isn't a multiple-time world champion, like double times over, is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I almost feel like the person that made that possible should be in prison.
Yeah. Honestly, you might be right. LeRae now into the chin lock, transitioning over to an armbar of sorts, grasping at the shoulder of Dakota Kai. Now Dakota Kai fighting out of the grasp of Candice LeRae. These two lock up again. Dakota sending her off the ropes. Went for a big kick. LeRae caught it. Grapple, dodge, big strike combination.
Oh!
Good God. Just floated with that single leg dropkick and just drove the boot right into the face of Dakota Kai. And I think she's going to do the same thing once again.
It's showing a little bit of her educated feet on the leader, a team kick. And now calling her up to her feet over here on the apron, looking for a springboard maneuver. Oh my God! Sending her inside out with that power bomb.
Did you see the way she caught her on that power bomb too? That wasn't like head between the legs. That was both legs on the shoulder. That was like a big man power bomb. Holy shit! But Candice LeRae firing right back with another single leg drop kick. And Dakota Kai now showing why she's the leader of Team Kick with that up kick right to the crown of the head of Candice LeRae. Go for that roundhouse. Big forearm straight combination again from LeRae. Snapmare and the drop kick right to the side of the head.
Oh, and now keeping on this offense from the ground position, picking up Dakota now.
Commentator's curse. Got her in the suplex. Uh-oh. Got her up. No. Dakota lands on her feet. Chop block right to the back of the knee of Candice LeRae.
And now we've seen a lot of... Oh, my God! Just major disrespect to Candice LeRae there. But as I was trying to say, we've seen a lot of competitors here go for the leg-based offense. Maybe because the booker does the same. But... you know, we've seen it work, and it's brought great success to many people.
I mean, you know, I think I would know just about as well as anybody that limb work is, oh my God, the way to go. Case in point right there. Target a limb, is specifically the leg of your opponent. They can't walk, they can't lift you up, they can't kick, they can't do a whole lot. So targeting one of the most important parts of the human body is a great strategy. As Dakota Kai chops down Candice LeRae with a couple of kicks right there.
God, and those kicks where you hold your own leg back are so underrated because that means you're pulling your leg into an unnatural position. Your leg only wants to go back to that natural position, to the position that it is used to, which means the force when you let go is even more than when you regularly throw a kick.
Yeah, it's like a spring. You bring it back and it whips right back at you. It hurts just so much more.
Like a spring-loaded musket, you could say. Oh my God!
Speaking of spring-loaded boot right to the fucking face of Candice LeRae, and she might be out.
Man, oh man. Oh, Dakota now not even letting the referee get to a 3 count as she's running out, unleashing even more offense on her opponent.
Now we're going to throw LeRae back into the ring. I think Dakota knows that a counter victory here tonight would not be the most impressive. Went for the double foot stomp. LeRae dodge, and now LeRae grabs the legs, crosses them.
Oh, man.
I think it's time for a little bit of Super Dragon. Wicked stepsister.
My
curb
God.
stomping her head right into the canvas.
Super Dragon has damn near killed people with that move, and Candice LeRae is much like the same.
Went for, I think, maybe some sort of crossbody or a lariat off the second, but Dakota able to dodge. Got her up now, brings her to the buckles and just tosses her
I believe she may have been looking for that tornado flatliner from the middle rope that she has adopted. Oh, Kawada kicks directly to the face, taking her down. Modified Kawada kicks with the inside leg.
Dakota bringing LeRae into the corner. Uh-oh. Oh, big boot right to the face of Candice LeRae. And Dakota Kai feeling herself right now. Running back in with the running face wash right to Candice LeRae. Dakota picking her up now. Kick to the gut. Floats over. We've seen this before.
Man.
That rings a Saturn-like submission.
She's got it locked in. She's got it locked in pretty deep. Oh, letting go of it. And now calling her up to her feet. Picking her up, or what could be the end. Oh, no. Oh, God. Right into a submission of her own. The Gargano escape. A shout out to her husband. But Dakota breaking out of it with a knee strike and a punch directly to Candice's face. Oh,
that big boot, but LeRae able to sidestep it again. Very fast-paced action between these two women, these two veterans of the ring. Satellite DDT again. Drops her on her head.
And that might be enough to discombobulate Dakota. Oh! Lasso kick! After the schoolgirl. I'm not really sure what you would call it in that case. I think it's still called a schoolboy.
I think I would technically still a schoolboy, yes.
In the corner now, Candice has Dakota set up. Oh God!
Oh, jeez.
God!
The angle of her shoulder was disgusting there. Doing wherever she can to take out Dakota Kai.
Yeah, Dakota went for the legs, and it seems like Candice is going for the arm into the cover here.
Cover on Dakota Kai. Kai able to kick out at 2. LeRae picking Dakota up. Uh-oh. Oh, Code Red! Another shout out to Amazing Red.
Our second one we've seen tonight here. We love Amazing Red. Oh
my God!
Off of the middle rope, running. Oh my God! What athleticism! What a maneuver!
We were talking about dropping people on their heads earlier. That was a beautiful example of doing so. Now LeRae, again another Poison Rana.
Another Poison Rana. Repeated head trauma and a kick for good measure. Keeping down her opponent. A second Gargano escape. Could this be it for Dakota?
Dakota Kai in a very dangerous scenario right now, but LeRae letting go of the Gargano escape.
I'm not sure if she let go or if the ref told her to let go, because it seems like her foot was dangerously close to that bottom rope.
You might be right about that. Dakota Kai just ate that kick. Oh my God.
We almost just saw a very big retaliation from Dakota, but Candice was there to stuff out that fire before it got started.
These two know each other so well. The amount of years spent together is really showing right now. As Candice picking Dakota up. They're both in the center of the ring. I think maybe thinking Northern Lights there. But Dakota Kai with the elbows to the back of the head, fighting it off. Now bringing her to the corner. Bouncing her head off the buckle.
Oh, man. Throwing her into the buckle.
Big lariat. Snap mare. Into the neck snap. Almost sent onto the back. Almost folded her.
My
God damn.
God, just folded her like a pancake. Oh my God.
And now Dakota with a snapmare again. Off the ropes. Big penalty kick into the double foot stomp right to the chest of Candice LeRae. Going to the top now.
Yeah, Dakota is starting to unleash a string of offense that is looking pretty deadly right now.
Kick right to the back of Candice LeRae, targeting that midsection.
Chiropractor! Into the cover!
Candice LeRae.
1, 2, that is a winner! We will get Dakota Kai versus Billie Starkz in the finals of the tournament!
What a win for Dakota Kai. She will be meeting Billie Starkz in the finals of the Global Gold Rush Tournament next week on UPW TV. Seth Rollins with a huge, I guess that's a threat to the UPW World Champion CM Punk. Seth Rollins is not allowed to touch AJ Styles until UPW New Vision, or else he will be taken out of the World Championship match at the pay-per-view. And speaking of AJ Styles, here comes his opponent right now, Paul London.
Man, the last time these two had a match was, I believe, 2003 of Ring of Honor, and it ended in a draw. Both these men got a double pinfall against each other.
Yes, it was Ring of Honor Night of the Grudges, June 14th, 2003. The last time these two went one-on-one. And this is a 20-plus year grudge right here. Paul London says it's been eating him alive ever since. And tonight is his opportunity to get his win back and put this little feud down once and for all.
Man, both these two storied careers, Hall of Famers, anything you want to call them. These two are legends in the industry, but tonight they are once again stepping into a ring against each other, a mano a mano, for the first time in over 20 years, Aaron.
AJ Styles, I mean, we've said it 100 times, this man has been champion everywhere he's been. One of the most decorated and successful wrestlers of all time. And Paul London, you know, you guys think that maybe there's a bit of jealousy there, because at some point back in 2002, 2003, 2004, Paul London was in those whispers of the best wrestler in the world, with guys like AJ Styles, guys like Bryan Danielson, like Low Key. And Paul London's career didn't quite turn out like those other three. You know, look at these two going right at each other right at the opening bell, and London with a quick roll up.
Into the cover, no. Very early roll up there, only really using it to exert the energy of AJ Styles as they go into the lockup here. But as you were saying, Aaron, you know, comparing the careers of other top guys in the Indies and Ring of Honor at the time, Paul London's career didn't really pan out to the expectations that a lot of people thought they were going to be. However, that doesn't take away from the fact that he's a very skilled competitor. And tonight here, he can prove why, you know, he should have been where guys like AJ Styles, where guys like Samoa Joe are nowadays.
Oh, wow.
You know, the careers that they have had, and maybe, frankly, a little late, he could still go on a run.
Whoa, London with that, showing exactly why they invented the chant, "Please don't die," with that diving heel kick off the top and completely missed it as Styles did a little sidestep there. But yeah, you know, Paul London, high expectations early in his career. This man wrestled Perry Saturn on, I believe, WWF Jacked in 2001, 2002.
I believe that is the case.
Yeah, so Paul London, early in his career was touted for great things, but yeah, guys like AJ Styles, like Samoa Joe, who's Ring of Honor World Champion at the time of that match, guys like Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, Homicide, a lot of those guys in the early 2000s Indies, you know, they surpassed London quite quickly. But like as you were saying, you know, Paul London is not a competitor to sleep on. Paul London is a former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, one of the, at one point was the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions with his partner Brian Kendrick. So Paul London, also a decorated competitor in his own right, just maybe not smudge the level of an AJ Styles.
No, definitely not. But again, like I said, that's no knock on him whatsoever. It's really just the circumstances that ended up throughout his time in his career. However, tonight he could get a chance to what is he planning here? Calling AJ up from the outside. Springboard Hurricane Rana.
Sending Styles down to the canvas, and now London calling Styles to his feet.
Oh, man.
Spinning heel kick off the second. Classic Paul
And
London.
a beautiful maneuver. Just like you were saying earlier, you know, Paul London and guys like that, that crazy... Holy
man!
shit!
Springboard enziguri.
My God!
And AJ Styles nearly got decapitated. Sorry to interrupt you. Paul London's bringing the fight to AJ Styles right now.
I feel like there's a little bit of aggression that was underlined in Paul London. Holy fuck! The strength that I just saw there.
Paul London has been letting this build up for 22 years. You gotta think there's a lot of aggression there, but Styles caught him with a silent DDT.
Beautiful, and just like that, momentum can turn on a dime, and the phenomenal one is in control. A nice knee drop there, classic AJ. But Paul London right back. AJ may have been looking for that Pele kick, but Paul London just too quick there.
And this is a bit of a must-win situation. Big super kick from Paul London there. Bit of a must-win situation for AJ Styles. Oh my God! Paul London with a big penalty kick. AJ Styles does have a confirmed World Heavyweight Championship match at UPW New Vision against CM Punk and Seth Rollins. If Paul London wins here tonight, Paul London could end up in that match.
I mean, he would definitely make a case for it, I would think.
Holy shit!
My God! They don't call him the phenomenal one for no reason. Holy God!
These guys are turning back the clock like it's 2003 right now with moves like that. And now Styles driving the face of London into the floor.
Man, if AJ Styles pulls out a spiral tap in this match, I might just stand up on this commentary desk.
I might piss my pants, I'll be real. That'd be crazy.
Paul London now. Oh.
Back to his feet.
Oh,
my God.
Nice little diversion. Jumped up like he was going for a springboard. Instead, went for the spinning heel kick. But AJ Styles right there with the chop block to the front of the knee, trying to take out Paul London's legs. But Paul London just telling him that didn't do shit. Into the cover. 1, 2, on a kick out from AJ Styles.
Paul London proving exactly why for the last 25 years he's been one of the most underrated, underappreciated competitors in the world. Paul London, a personal favorite of mine. I've made that no secret before. But AJ Styles showing Paul London why he may have surpassed him very, very quickly in their careers.
Yeah, nice suplex neck breaker there. A part of AJ's offense that has became a staple. And now into the corner with the Stinger Splash. Paul London, oh no, counters from both of these men. AJ now back in control.
I think London was thinking drop salt there, but AJ knows London so well. Caught the legs and hit him in the stomach and now got him up. Oh no, London got off the fireman's carry. Grabbing AJ, sends him off the ropes. Ducks to the line, big German suplex.
Beautiful, beautiful maneuver, sequence, whatever you want to call it there from Paul London to get to the German. I believe it could have been catastrophic if AJ got that Ushigurashi like he wanted. Neckbreaker right there from AJ, and he's right back on the offense now.
Paul London very reliant on those spinning wheel kicks, whether it's from the second rope, the top rope, or from a standing position. One of his favorite moves, but AJ Styles got him in the calf killer, but London's foot was on the rope right there.
I mean, it kind of looked like AJ was just going straight for the calf killer just to get an advantage in this matchup. Oh my God, picking him up from a grounded position. Styles clash!
Cover on Paul London. And AJ Styles puts this rivalry to rest after 22 years.
And all it takes is one Styles clash. He can hit it from damn near anywhere, from any position, catch you off guard. And AJ Styles, we could be looking at the next Ultralight Pro World Champion.
Daniel Garcia has challenged Kevin Steen to a one-on-one match at Ultralight Pro Wrestling New Vision on September 27th. The people, I'm getting word in my headphones right now that there's something happening in the backstage area. Oh God!
What the hell? Seth Rollins is attacking CM Punk with a steel chair!
Seth Rollins did say earlier that he couldn't attack
Wait a minute.
Oh my God!
CM Punk! Oh my God, that was real glass! Look everyone, it's Tyler!
Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on here, I do have a quick announcement to make that next week, right here on UPW TV, we will be having a special guest celebrity appearance. Now, I don't know who it's going to be. However, we got to move on here, folks. It is time for the main event of the evening. And out first is Kris Statlander.
Man, this is a action-packed main event here tonight on a Thursday. I know her headband says Saturday, but I promise you it's Thursday. Please don't check your calendars.
The last time we saw Kris Statlander in an Ultralight Pro Wrestling ring was quite a while ago when she had her, I guess her one and only match in UPW so far, that no-holds-barred match against Roxanne Perez, the 5-star classic. One of the best matches I've ever seen in my entire life.
What a only match to have on your record so far.
I know.
That match was extremely good. I don't know how I even had a voice by the end of it.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't. And here comes Kris Statlander's best friend, tag team partner, and most importantly, the Ultralight Pro Wrestling Women's World Champion, Willow Nightingale.
Willow is here. Put on your smiles, Aaron. Get their smile on. That's not a big enough smile. Man, show them teeth.
All right.
There you go.
All gums.
We got all the smiles out here for Willow Nightingale, our UPW Women's Champion, and rightfully so. Now, her and Statlander has had a little bit of a rocky past. You know, they've been best friends, they've been enemies, they've been frenemies, you could say. They've tried to kill other people in street fights, and they've tried to kill each other in street fights.
That's very true.
I suppose it's kind of like the dynamic that one Kevin Steen and Sami Zayn have, where maybe the fighting just brings them even more together.
Yeah, I think when you're close to somebody and you're close friends with somebody, you end up getting into arguments, or in wrestlers' cases, physical fights. And sometimes you just gotta hash out aggression together, and then that's how you learn and grow from each other and become closer friends. But we want to talk about friends. Stephanie Vaquer is a woman who has made very little of them here in UPW. And that's not a knock on her character. She's been beating ass. When you're successful in such a competitive women's division like this one, friends they're not really a thing you think about. But Stephanie Vaquer has vowed that she has a partner here tonight, but I just don't know who it could be.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anyone. Like I mentioned earlier tonight, it could even be one of the competitors we've already seen on this show.
That's true. That is true.
It could be literally anybody that's here tonight. I mean, who lives around here locally, Aaron? You know the area better than I do.
I don't know if I can say that. Oh my God! Big pop from the Ultralight Pro Wrestling audience.
That is former TNA Knockouts champion Jordynne Grace.
Jordynne Grace, one of the strongest pound-for-pound wrestlers in the entire world. They call him the Juggernaut for a reason, because this woman, she's big, she's muscular, and she will beat your fucking ass.
I mean, you could call her Juggernaut, you could call her Muscle Mommy, whatever the hell you want to call her. She is going to kick your ass, and she's gonna have a smile on while doing it, which is kind of Willow's MO. A real perfect match that Stephanie picked here.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to match the power and the strength of Willow Nightingale and Kris Statlander, then Jordynne Grace is definitely a good counter pick.
And starting off this matchup, Stephanie and Statlander going at it. Leg drop right there.
Stephanie Vaquer is the #1 contender for the Ultralight Pro Wrestling Women's World Championship. She will face Willow Nightingale for said championship on September 27th in the Hammerstein Ballroom for UPW New Vision.
Nice running European uppercut there. We're going to be in the Hammerstein?
We are going to be in the Hammerstein.
Oh man, I love that place. I've been there a couple times. In fact, I believe the last time both me and you were there was the 1-year anniversary of TFF.
Oh, very true. Let's see if I remember a way through the building, because I get lost very easily.
I'll be there to help you. Don't worry.
Oh,
I've been there many times.
I might need like a hand to hold or something. Anyways, Jordynne Grace and Kris Statlander. A dream match right here in the middle of a UPW ring. And look at Jordynne Grace looking down the face of the UPW Women's World Champion with a little flex right there.
And don't worry, Aaron, I will definitely hold your hand and guide you throughout that building. Anyway, Jordynne Grace sending a big shot to the champion, but Statlander not taking very too kindly to it. A backdrop driver, followed by a flippin' senton.
Now, Jordynne Grace may be able to match the power and the strength of Kris Statlander, but one thing she cannot match, which, I mean, when you're Jordynne Grace, probably doesn't matter too much, is the height. Kris Statlander is quite tall. She's quite tall, and Jordynne Grace is quite short. So there's definitely a bit of a size difference there, but like I said, when you're Jordynne Grace, doesn't really matter.
No, and it's always been a thing on paper that Jordynne Grace has never really had the height advantage against a lot of her rivalries, a lot of her opponents, but what she almost has 100% of the time is pound-per-pound strength advantage. She is one of the strongest women on any wrestling roster in the world. That's men and women. And,
absolutely.
Well, I guess now she's probably one of, if not the strongest on UPW.
I'd argue she is the strongest on UPW. I don't know if there's too many people in the locker room who would challenge that. But right now we have Willow, Nightingale, and Stephanie Vaquer, and a little bit of a preview for UPW New Vision. And Vaquer just dropped Willow on her head on the floor with that DDT.
My God. And now, coming back to the outside, Willow, though, maybe was sucking her in a bit. Some awareness from the champion. Oh, that could have been very, very bad for Vaquer. Oh.
That was almost horrible for Stephanie. A powerbomb on the barricade would have really closed the book on any chances of winning the Women's World Championship at New Vision.
There we go.
Stephanie with a big suicide dive.
Flattening out our women's champion. And now, maybe looking to take a count-out victory.
I think she knows better than that. I think she knows that Willow's going to get back in the ring, because all 4 of these women are fighters, but especially our Women's World Champion, Willow Nightingale. She did defeat 3 other women at UPW No End in Sight to win that Women's World Championship. And she also defeated Stephanie Vaquer in the match to qualify for said Women's World Championship match. So Stephanie Vaquer is trying to get her win back, and a pin over Willow Nightingale here tonight would be absolutely massive for the confidence of Stephanie Vaquer.
And almost like you're taking the words right out of my brain. Maybe I should close it.
Yeah, maybe.
Willow Nightingale picking up Stephanie here, putting her on the shoulders, looking for that Death Valley driver.
Dropped her high on the shoulders, but Jordynne Grace able to break it up. And now Willow went for an elbow, but oh wait, she got her that time with the right hand. Picks her up, back suplex dropping Jordynne Grace in the center of the ring. Now,
I think Jordynne Grace definitely had the right idea there. She tried to fake out the champion, but Willow is she's just too smart. It's hard to fake out someone who has the ring IQ of a Willow Nightingale.
Absolutely. Willow Nightingale is the Women's World Champion for a reason. That title does mean that she is the best wrestler in the women's division.
And now getting set into the corner here.
Stephanie putting Willow in the corner. Oh, caught the leg. Oh, dragon screw. The angle of that knee is disgusting. Now Willow's got to tag out to Kris Statlander.
And these two started the contest once again. Entering the ring, there's a little payback from earlier. Backdrop driver of Stephanie's own.
Now tagging in Jordynne Grace. Once again, a dream match, a dream scenario right here. Now Statlander rolling to the outside, and Jordynne Grace going all the way around, but these two are going to run at each other. meeting in the middle. Jordan's got her up in the fireman's carry position. Turns her, drops her face first on the apron.
My God, Jordynne Grace is... I mean, we could go on for days about how strong she is.
Oh, absolutely,
honestly.
absolutely.
But what's even more impressive is her agility and her technique. Strength only gets you so far in this sport. If you got all the power in the world, but you don't know how to use it, it's not going to take you anywhere. But Jordynne definitely knows how to use it.
Hold on a minute. Vader bomb! Sorry, I just wanted to call that.
No, I understand. Oh, wait! Picking her up! Gut wrench!
Lifting Kris Statlander. Holy shit. No, but you're absolutely correct. Strength in the wrestling business only gets you so far. The ring IQ, oh God, her shoulder went right to the buckle there. And a big lariat from Kris Statlander. The ring IQ, the agility, the speed. Jordynne Grace is really just the perfect wrestler. And I guess the perfect tag team partner as well.
If only she was just a tiny bit taller, then I would say she pretty much is the exact template you want as a professional wrestler. And a kick out there from Jordynne.
I think Jordynne Grace makes up for that in her speed and agility and power, especially, as we've mentioned before. But Willow Nightingale going to the top rope. Is she thinking moonsault? Wow, hits it! Cover on Jordynne Grace, but Stephanie Vaquer immediately breaking up the pin, making sure Willow does not get a pinfall over her tag team partner.
There's a big woman coming down on you, and the velocity that you get off of a moonsault is none to really be compared to. So I don't know if Jordynne was really going to kick out of that one. Big girl senton from Willow Nightingale into another cover.
Cover on Jordynne Grace. Ooh, close to count for Grace.
And now Willow picking Jordynne back up to her feet. This could be a future UPW women's title match.
Absolutely, absolutely. Double team. Action to the lower back of Jordynne Grace. You want to target that lower back of Jordynne Grace, because at that point then you can't lift anything. You can't use that power that she very often uses in her matches.
I mean, that's very true, but when it comes to a lot of lifting maneuvers, a person like Jordynne Grace, she really is going to utilize her legs more than anything, so maybe a little ill-advised strategy from these two.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, when you're in the heat of the moment.
Cameraman, can we move a little bit? I think Jonathan Gresham is going to have some words with that cameraman.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, wait a minute. Willow Nightingale targeting Stephanie Vaquer.
Her challenger.
Backdrop on the apron.
My God.
Just a cheap shot from the Women's World Champion. Doesn't matter whether you like it or not. That is the strategy of a champion right there. Take out your challenger before the pay-per-view at any means necessary.
I mean, she's just going to try, exactly what you said, she's going to try to get any advantage she can going into this matchup. Oh my God. I think maybe if Willow was an inch further back, that Jordynne wouldn't have got, oh Jesus.
Okay. We saw the same thing there, didn't we?
Counter
She's going to German her into the post.
Yeah, I don't know if Willow would have made it to the pay-per-view. I don't know if she would have made it to holy fucking shit!
Jesus Christ! Jordynne Grace just picked up Willow Nightingale like she was a damn child. Holy shit!
I don't think Willow's been that high since she was a baby.
Oh my God! Now Jordynne Grace, breaking up the count. Not want to get a count of victory over the Women's World Champion would be a good first impression for Jordynne Grace here in UPW.
It would definitely be a statement victory, and you could argue that she should be the one that's challenging.
Yeah, I mean, Jordynne Grace has got spine busters on the floor, and Willow Nightingale waiting for Jordynne to get back in the ring. We're at a count of 7 right now. Jordynne stirring to her feet. Willow Nightingale once again targeting Stephanie Vaquer.
God, not again. For a second time. Targeting the back. Jordynne!
Jordynne Grace like a cannonball shot out of a cannon. Just absolutely decked Willow Nightingale with that suicide dive through the middle rope.
There's got to be a lot more to this this friendship, I believe, between her and Jordan and Stephanie here, because she is really throwing her life on the line for the challenger. But Willow Nightingale with that wicked lariat taking her down. 1, 2, and a kick out.
I mean, you gotta think Jordan Grace is thinking ahead here. If Stephanie Vaquer were to win the UPW Women's World Championship at New Vision, then being friends with the Women's World Champion is definitely something you like to have, because, you know, maybe she gets a shot at the Women's World Championship. You know, you got to think ahead like that.
I mean, yeah, 100%. There is a well, I won't say a very good possibility, but there is a possibility that we could be seeing Stephanie Vaquer as the new women's champion. Falcon Arrow from Kris Statlander, as Jordan Grace now rolls onto the apron, but this is not an area you want to be either. Looking to take a page out of Willow from earlier.
Back suplex on the hardest part of the ring. Now Kris Statlander picking apart Jordan Grace on the outside, throws her back in the ring. Knows she does not want to count out victory. Kris Statlander's also got something to prove here tonight. If she can beat the new girl in town, that would be pretty big for Kris Statlander. Here's an off the top.
450 into the cover. 2. A kick out at the last possible second from the Juggernaut.
Kris Statlander put her all into that 450. The athleticism, the agility of Kris Statlander on display here, but Jordan Grace just muscled up Kris Statlander. Jackhammer!
My God, driving her down to the mat. Now tagging in Stephanie Vaquer. What does she have in mind? Off the ropes.
Tail-to-world backbreaker. Now into the cover on Kris Statlander.
Oh, wow. I was going to say that was some nice classic Lucha offense. Only a kick out of one this late in the matchup is not only impressive, but you got to think is a little bit scary if you're Stephanie.
Stephanie Vaquer, small package driver.
Oh my God. One.
Oh no, Willow able to break it up. And I believe that is Stephanie Vaquer's new finishing maneuver, the small package driver.
Oh my!
Like SVB wasn't doing the trick anymore. Big knee strike to Willow Nightingale, and now calling Kris Statlander to her feet.
Yeah, who knows? That is a devastating maneuver. That could have been enough if it wasn't for our women's champion. But now Stephanie Vaquer rolling on with the momentum after that springboard into the giant guillotine leg drop.
Dropping the leg across the neck and chest of Kris Statlander, but it's still not enough.
Now Stephanie, this is not the time to turn your attention to the crowd, not when the women's champion just tagged in.
Oh, Willow Nightingale.
Dr. Bob!
But Jordan Grace very smartly getting in the ring and breaking up the pin. Willow Nightingale going to continue on the offense with that rolling senton, picking up Stephanie Vaquer, striking combination. Got her in the German clutch and drops her on her head.
Oh, yelling at the hard cam. Oh, Stephanie was able to get the pin, not the pin, the tag. She got the tag. Picking her up. Oh my God. Holy God.
Back bomb. Cover.
What?
Holy shit. Willow Nightingale kicking out a one of the rack ball from Jordan Grace, but here comes Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie with a kick to the midsection, grabs the arms, eat defeat. Cover.
1, 2, 3. Stephanie Vaquer just pinned our women's champion.
Is that a preview for things to come for September 27th at Ultralight Pro Wrestling New Vision in the Hammerstein Ballroom. Will Stephanie Vaquer become the Women's World Champion?
And with Jordynne Grace on her side, anything is truly possible.
What a victory for these two, especially for the debuting Jordynne Grace, but more importantly, Stephanie Vaquer just pinned the Women's World Champion. We're out of time!